Hey 4xe fans, this video is specifically for salespeople who work at Jeep dealerships and sell the Jeep Wrangler 4xe, the Grand Cherokee 4xe. I want to share some information that gets miscommunicated quite often. And actually last night I was kind of scrolling through some social media and saw another salesperson that was selling both a Wrangler 4xe and a Grand Cherokee 4xe, and mentioned that the Wrangler 4xe was rated at 49 mpge and that the Grand Cherokee was rated at 56 mpge. In the same sentence that he mentioned, that he'd already mentioned, you'll get greater fuel economy, and then mention the mpge numbers. I don't think he realized that 49 mpge is not fuel efficiency. It is not a fuel efficiency rating. And I'm kind of bothered by this, because this has been a thing since the 4xe came out, since the Wrangler 4xe came out in 2021. This has been an issue where salespeople are miscommunicating what those mpge numbers mean. And I have prior videos where I talk about this, but in this video, I wanted to kind of talk about some of the misunderstandings that are communicated by salespeople, and in hopes that this at least helps a few people better understand what the 4xe is and what it isn't. So let's talk specifically about the mpge figure. When you look at the sticker on a Grand Cherokee 4xe or a Wrangler 4xe, there are two figures up at the top. One says 49 mpge. I'll say on the Wrangler specifically, it says 49 mpge, and then I think it says 29 mpg. Now, mpge is not a combined fuel mileage of electric and gas together. mpge is, if you look at the formula, there's some real small numbers. There's some real small numbers on that sticker, and one of those numbers talks about the fluid fuel that is used, and it says 0 right next to it. That mpge figure, it's completely misleading. It's hard to understand, granted. But that mpge figure only applies when the vehicle is in electric mode. When it's, I should say, when it's under electric propulsion. That would be a better way to say it. It's not necessarily as an electric mode, but anytime the gas engine is not running and the vehicle is being pushed forward only under the electric power, that is when that mpge figure comes into play. Now, it was created, the mpge thing was created to try to give consumers a comparison between gas vehicles and well, it's more than gas and electric vehicles. It's gas vehicles and any other alternative fuel vehicle. mpge applies to all sorts of different vehicles, not just electric vehicles. And you have to, if you want to go on Wikipedia and look up mpge, there are a lot of different formulas for a lot of different fuel types. But I just want to get it communicated well to anybody who is trying to sell the Wrangler 4xe or the Grand Cherokee 4xe. Please don't tell your customers that it is going to get some sort of 49 mpg combined. In fact, the title on this video I was looking at, even though the person in the video mentioned specifically mpge, the title of the video said 56 mpg. And that is completely misleading. And I put some of the blame on Jeep for this, Jeep marketing anyway, because Jeep marketing has been touting that 49 mpge figure since the vehicle came out. And it's horribly misleading to the consumer, especially people that don't understand plug-in hybrids and electrified vehicles. It is a horribly misleading figure to use in marketing. Because it's actually a bad number. I mean, it's a number we would expect from a Jeep Wrangler, but it's 49 mpge is not some incredibly awesome number to be marketing. If you look at like the Tesla Model S, it's rated at like 130 mpge or something. So it's a low number as far as MPGE goes in electrified vehicles, but it's what we'd expect from the Wrangler, because it lacks aerodynamics. It's very heavy. It's a 4x4 vehicle. I mean, there are a lot of reasons why that number is low, and that's what we would expect. And I wish Jeep would back away from using that number as a marketing tool and the 56 MPGE on the Grand Cherokee, because if they're doing it, I mean, I understand mistakes happen. If they're doing it because they think that's a good number, I wish somebody in marketing would do a little research and understand what these figures mean. I also wish that somebody from Jeep would receive the messages that I've received online, multiple over the past almost 3 years now, where people have sent me a message and said, hey, how do I get the 49 MPG out of my Wrangler 4xe? Or how do I get the 56 MPG out of my Grand Cherokee? And I have to break the news to them that that's not what that is. That MPGE is not MPG. And I just wanted to make this video to try to, again, I mean, I've got a lot of rants in the past about it, but I'm hoping this video makes it to some people in sales at Jeep and at different Jeep dealerships across the country and across North America, so that people will better understand what that MPGE figure is. And please stop communicating to people that they're going to get some ridiculous gas mileage in this thing, because that's not what MPGE is. The second thing that I should add in this video has to do with the Max Regen button. Please do not tell people that turning on Max Regen will recharge the Wrangler 4xe or the Grand Cherokee 4xe. It will not recharge it. The only charge that is gained from Max Regen is pretty well used up. Like if I'm coming up to a traffic light here, it's not going to turn red for me, but if I slowed down for this traffic light and came to a stop when it turned green, the amount of energy that I just gained in that deceleration time pretty much gets burned up when I pull away from that traffic light. It is not a matter of the vehicle recharging it. That's not how it works. As a matter of fact, there is no difference between using Max Regen with it turned on and turning it off and putting your foot on the brake pedal to slow down, because the Wrangler 4xe has what's called a blended braking system, where the deceleration force that you feel when Max Regen is turned on is coming from the P2 motor generator that's in the transmission. It's a 3-phase AC motor. It flops phases when it's going into generator mode, and that's what provides that deceleration to the vehicle. That's what brings it, is slowing it down when you let your foot off the accelerator. That's that motor in there doing that, or that motor generator, I should say, is a better way of saying that. The same thing happens when you put your foot on the brake under normal braking. When you apply pressure to the brake pedal, it's not applying the friction brakes right away. It is reversing those phases in the 3-phase AC motor in the transmission, and is decelerating the vehicle the same as if Max Regen was on. It's a nice feature. I leave mine on all the time. I mean, it allows for almost one pedal driving, and you can actually vary the amount of regen that it's creating by just feathering the top inch or so of that accelerator pedal. But it in no way, shape, or form recharges the system. That would be kind of an insult to physics and mathematics and all that kind of stuff, that that you could somehow charge the vehicle while using the electric motor to accelerate it. That's just not how it works. The last thing I want to include in this video are the modes, the hybrid mode and the electric mode and the e-save mode over here on the left side of the vehicle. E-save mode does not save gas, and we've had people that have been told that by their dealerships, that e-save saves gas somehow. That's not what the save part means. The save applies to the battery. It is saving the battery until later, or charging the battery until later. That's what e-save does. And eSave does impact fuel mileage, because energy is energy. You have to think of it that way. Energy is energy. And if you are using more energy, which you're going to do in eSave, you're going to have to get energy from somewhere. And that comes from the gas engine, is where you're grabbing that engine. If you're charging the battery, you don't create energy, you transfer energy. This is thermodynamics 101 kind of stuff. So you're not creating energy, you're just changing energy from one form to another. And even though the MPG calculator on the dash may say otherwise, you're actually using more gas when you're in eSave, as opposed to like just leaving it in hybrid mode if you're on a long trip on the highway or something. So those are a few things that I wanted to share for anybody in the sales forces at the Jeep dealerships. Thank you for watching. Please feel free to share this video, because we've just been dealing with a lot of misinformation, and the source always seems to come back to the dealerships. And I'm concerned that some Jeep training may be at fault. I don't know that for sure. I wish I could find that out, because we've consistently seen these bits of bad information across the entire time the vehicle's been on the road. And I just imagine there's some bad information somewhere in the beginning, at the head of the river, if you will. So yes, please feel free to share this video with salespeople if you are in the industry, and let's help educate people rightly, so we don't have people really upset down the road. And for a salesperson, that can create a trust issue and a lost future customer. And that, to me, I think that should matter to salespeople. If you want to have a lengthy career in sales, you want repeat customers. You want people telling other customers, hey, you need to go talk to this guy if you're interested in this Jeep. And long term, it's going to benefit you to communicate the right information. So thanks for watching this video. Take care.